So finally done with the underground, at least here. We will head out. Unlock a little path back to that one fortress. Another little loop. Now we go on a bridge with lines and a secret. I wonder if that is going to involve lines. So there, of course, was our bridge. And here are the lines. Instead of saws, though, we deal with bullets. Are we going to have a third line anytime soon? Maybe... maybe not. Maybe it is going to be just 2 here, after all. Okay. The bridge again. Will people ever learn to repair these bridges for once? I'm pretty sure the Koopalings cannot rely on airships alone. Well, maybe because they're too dependent on the airships, they don't even bother to rebuild these bridges so they can get back to where they want to be. They could still put some much better security on them. Maybe in the form of, well, it could be as basic as several thousand Goombas and Koopas. They could probably trick them into working for free. They're Koopalings, after all. They do some dirty deeds. Of course, they could also try something like Magic Koopa as well. Or possibly even a lot of Boom Booms or anything else that is. Maybe you could be acting like Wendy. Or even Chuck. Well, our reward for finding the yellow, or activating the yellow, that is, we find yellow. I wonder why these power-ups never run out. Our power-ups, on the other hand, are not so yellow. So, back to this. Not gonna think about yellow anymore. Following this block. Not gonna think about it anyway. Might still end up hitting it. Maybe now. Yes, now we do have 3 lines. Still no saws. Still gonna be the bullets. So that lower line ends pretty early. As does that middle line, although not nearly as early. That, take that 1 up and head out of here. What now? Take me in this direction. Cookie Mountain. Mushroom Highland instead. Although, the mountain is probably still going to be made of the same, whatever it could be as Cookie Mountain. Yes, it could be called that. I wouldn't necessarily know if it's the kind of cookie that Mario would be able to eat. I wouldn't doubt if it was made of cookie, but something for maybe moles, so the cookie would probably end up tasting like dirt or something. Mario would absolutely hate the taste. That's why it's not really for him. That's why the Koopalings and everyone else might try and take advantage of it. Maybe a second time. They gotta come up with better ideas still. When will the Koopalings finally learn to be more original? Probably never. Yeah, even when Bowser tried, of course, original Super Mario Galaxy. That approach to try and keep Mario away from the princess, well, still tried to keep Mario away from the princess, so Bowser has got to do better than that. He wants to try and win this one. Otherwise, he will always remain the most open book possible. And that's in the best case scenario for Bowser, I would say. Now, as for the rest of this mountain, I wonder if Mario walking all over it would help out. Would help out any of the Monty Moles or maybe the Mega Moles. If they really do like the taste of the dirt, Mario brings some more in, just that little extra spice that comes from the shoe. Okay, Lemmy's and Larry's castle. And they had to share a castle. I wonder for what reason. Run out of money or anything? Probably not run out of money, but at least run out of resources. So, yeah. Lemmy and, looks more like Ludwig and Wendy's to me. Actually, never mind. Does easily look like it could be Lemmy's. Don't know what would be Larry's yet. I don't see those snakes yet. I don't see those balls and chains. Maybe Larry just wanted to try something new as well. Again, trying something kinda new, at least new to him, but he still has to be more original, you know. Of course, it was Wendy. Maybe she doesn't have to be original. Maybe she can just be that pest that she usually is. And, of course, rely on those rings that bounce around. Maybe the sound from them could give Mario a little bit of a headache or something. Let alone the fact that they'll hurt physically, too. What's inside? Guess we'll never know. Gotta be quick, though. It doesn't go too high, at least. I can remember that it stays that low when it's at the top. Probably won't, but as long as it's not gonna be too mean to me. No, it's fine so far. Okay. Up and down again. Larry depends way too much on Lemmy to do all the work at designing a fortress or a castle. Now, if there are any Magic Koopas here, then I wonder which one originally got that idea. They both had them before. Much more. That almost gonna be evil. Nope, that's okay. It's really close, though. How much longer? The lava rises and falls so quickly. Maybe they aren't burned long enough. Those stones are not hot long enough for Mario to be able to feel anything. If you are big, you can destroy those yellow turn blocks by spin jump on them. Even if Mario did get hurt by the blocks, it's Luigi's turn this time. What are you gonna do now? Just like that. Just like that. Lemmy really wasn't thinking. It's coming from there. Okay, so just got those exclamation marks because the ceiling is breaking. Is that the end of that? It appears that it is. Alright. So done with Lemmy and Larry. 2 birds with 1 stone. Now on to Wendys Airship. 2 birds with 1 stone. Wendy could possibly master that too, but I don't want to let her. And rest assured, I will not let her. I will do everything I can. Toss Wendy into a ring of fire at some point. Just to get some revenge for how she deals with things. Maybe those rings from Metroid. Ah, never mind. She'd probably rely on those more often than I would. And that would be in addition to the usual that she does. So, well, she'll probably never understand the concept of a wedding ring. And maybe the Mario Brothers can make sure that she never does. Try and get rid of all the Koopalings out there, and maybe others that are similar to a Koopaling, because I really don't think she would wed, yeah, I definitely don't think she would wed a Koopaling. She may be insane, but not that much. She'd still have to try and find something else. Still, I guess she would have to resort to maybe some cardboard cutout or something. At this rate, if she's still gonna use, yeah, the usual in addition to the wand. She is never going to find love. If she's gonna try and force it that much, yeah, it's never gonna happen. It's not truly. Desperate for money, though? Maybe. Well, enough of that. She doesn't have to worry anymore. We're out of that. And we will do more next time.